Okay, good morning guys, and I'm going to start with sharpening this hand plane. Now I haven't, doesn't feel too bad now to be honest, but so I'm going to use a traditional oil stone, right? I bought this oil stone back in 1986. It's an Indian oil stone and it's got a smooth and a rough coarse side. So one is 250 and the other is about 600. It was plenty good back then, it'll do today. Right. So the whole idea between the figure of 8 is that there's a small camber on this blade, right? And what you do is with your, as you swing in and out of your figure of 8, you're actually tilting the blade, okay? So that's what you're doing. You're actually tilting the blade and you're helping keep the camber. That's what you're doing. Now, it's much easier to do that sort of motion on an oil stone or a diamond stone, but water stones you can't because you just dig into them. They're just too soft, right? So I normally leave the water stones for chisels, really, is what I... Now, guys, I haven't dressed this blade. I just literally took it out of the plane and put an edge on it. Okay. Now, so guys, this is just a bit of white deal. That's what we call it over here. I don't know what you call it over in the States or what you call it in the UK. But we call this white deal, and then the premium timber would be called red deal. Red deal has a little bit more pitch in it, but it's so much nicer to do joinery with, where this white deal is just pure dirt. Anyway, here's the hand plane. You see me sharpen it. I've done nothing else to this, by the way. This is just the way Chris Goddard sent it to me. So I don't ever think any of my Stanleys have given me a full shaving like that now. Now I can't believe how good that is. Let's find a little bit of hardwood and see if we get the same result with it. Here we have a piece of this African mahogany. I have all the hardwood in China, and this is the only bit I can find. Anyway, let's see how we go. And my God, that is a serious hand plane. And I can tell you, I was thinking about selling this on. And I'll tell you what, this bad boy isn't going anywhere. Holy God. Okay guys, from using an oil stone that I bought back in 1986, okay, as a young apprentice, to now using something from around 1875, maybe 1825, thereabouts. That sort of era. It's about as heavy as a number 7. It really is a heavy hand plane. But boy, God, that's impressive. That's impressive. Like, I mean, it just blows the Stanleys out of the water. Okay, guys, we're going to take one end here, which has a little bit of a saw cut on it, right? We're going to get rid of that. So, the best thing to do is... Sorry, it's a couple of months since I've done any woodwork, so you'll have to forgive my strength isn't fully with it just yet. But that's down to a lovely square, the shooting board and the shooting plane. Now this is a Veritas one, it's not a vintage one. The reason it's not a vintage one is vintage ones are probably twice the price of a Veritas. And I happen to have a lot of Veritas tools, so I went with the Veritas. Now, Lee Valley, or Tommy Nielsen, he does a beautiful one too, but I think his is a direct copy of the Stanley, but I've used it. It's a beautiful hand plane, but he's so much more expensive than Lee Valley. I mean, obviously, if you had the money, you'd be using the best you can. But I quite like. I got hooked on the Veritas quite earlier on when they first started appearing in the Irish market. Anyway, what I wanted to say to you was I got the 1875 or the 1825 Noris style hand plane up and running. So let's see what it's like on a bit. Again, guys, check for your grain direction. Grain direction is very, very, very important, and you need to keep on top of that, because if you start tearing out with a hand plane, we're in the last couple of weeks, we're going to try these little squares out. And that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. This super value for just being able to put it in your pocket. You know, you're not looking for a big clumsy square like this. You know, we have a nice little small one now, which will do us. Okay, let's get and try this out. And I tell you what, jeepers creepers, that is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Oh my God, look at that tear out gone. I'm absolutely blown away with this little hand plane, by the way. That is unbelievable. So guys, I'm going to be sticking up little posts every day over the next couple of weeks now, making a little box. It's a little challenge that the Vintage Tool Patch is running. Okay. And the idea behind this little box is that it's a basic box. And the basic box, actually, it's an Englishman's idea. I took his idea and I used it. And his name is Richard McGuire, the English woodworker. And he is a super woodworker. I must be watching about 10 years, 8 years or thereabouts. I can't remember. I'm watching him a long time. And he's only a young man, and he's a bloody great woodworker. I mean, England's full of great woodworkers. I'm sure America is too, but I don't know too many Americans. But blunt, I don't have to stop production and run. I can just take another chisel from a different range. And to be honest with you, that's a great idea of Paul Sellers. He always has a couple of different chisels, and they're all sharp. That's another great thing I like about Paul Sellers. Everything's sharp, right? Guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I want to try get this video down to about 3 minutes. And hopefully you're going to come along. You're going to watch what I'm making. And hopefully it's going to make for a good video. Guys, thanks very much. From an Irish Woodworker's Diary, I'm Phil Gaynor. Let's get building.